Why is quitting seen as failure when it's often the most freeing choice we can make? Hey, once again, it's Alex and welcome back to This Is Fine, a Millennial Diary. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most radical, terrifying, and, well, sometimes liberating things we can do in a world obsessed with productivity. And that is quitting. Millennials were raised on never give up, push through, and don't be a quitter. We've talked about this. But here's the truth, quitting can be the bravest, healthiest choice we ever make. So let's unpack why leaving a job, a role, or even an entire career path doesn't make you a failure, it makes you free. Let's start with the shame. From childhood, quitting was drilled into us as weakness. Drop out of a sport, you don't have what it takes. Change majors in college, you're lost. Leave a job too soon? Employers side-eye your resume. Now, we grew up with the constant soundtrack of don't quit, stick it out, endurance is strength. But what if endurance is just suffering in disguise? What if quitting is actually a form of self-respect? Millennials learned the hard way that sticking it out doesn't always pay off. We endured toxic bosses, low pay, we're family workplaces that used us until we burnt out. And for what? Loyalty wasn't rewarded. Endurance didn't equal success. So when we started realizing that, maybe quitting is the point. Maybe walking away isn't running from failure. It's running towards freedom. Now, think back. In the 90s, quitting was always framed as the bad choice in pop culture. Sitcom characters who quit jobs were always the joke. Movies made quitting look like immaturity. But every once in a while, we got a glimpse of the truth. Remember Jerry Maguire, the epic "I'm out, who's coming with me" quitting scene? That hit different because deep down, even as kids, we knew there was power in saying enough. Here's where the generational divide shows up though. Millennials agonize over quitting. We write long pros and cons lists. We overthink. We ask 10 friends for advice. And we still feel guilty after we finally do it. Now, Gen Z, we love talking about these guys, don't we, in the show? They'll quit mid-shift if it feels wrong. They'll record it, post it, and move on. They don't see quitting as failure. They see it as refusing to be exploited. And while older generations mock them for it, maybe they're onto something because they're living the truth. The truth is that we had to learn everything the hard way. Staying isn't always strength. Sometimes leaving is. Now, quitting is not the end of your story. It's just turning the page. Every time you walk away from something that doesn't serve you, whether it's a job, a role, or even an entire career, you're making space for something better. And you don't owe anyone an apology for that. So if you've quit something recently, or you're thinking about it, don't frame it as failure, frame it as freedom. Now, as always, I like to answer the question that I posed on the top of the show. Why is quitting seen as failure when it's often the most freeing choice that anyone could make? And I'll answer that for you. Because society taught us endurance equals worth. But the truth is, quitting is sometimes the clearest way to say, my peace matters, my mental health matters more than your damn paycheck. And that, honestly, is strong. Next up, The Office gave me PTSD. We're going to talk about how toxic workplaces leave scars that follow us long after we quit, and how many millennials are still carrying that trauma. So, hit subscribe, share this with someone who's thinking about making the leap, and check out alexiscardoza.com for YouTube and socials and everything in between. Because my friends, quitting isn't a weakness. It's actually self-respect. And this is fine.
Goodbye.